Hi everyone, this is going to be a what's new in beauty video and a recap of some of my favorite products recently for, what is this, November 2017. I hope that you enjoy and that you're subscribed to the channel, and without any other delay, let's get into looking at the ton of new exciting stuff that's on the market now. Alright, so let's start with going over what I have on my face, because that includes a lot of stuff that is new on the market and some stuff that's just new to me, not necessarily on the market. The first thing that has been on the market for a long time but that I've never tried and I always thought was actually just a little bit gimmicky, but I am so impressed by the quality of, is Dior's Air Flash Foundation. Now this is an expensive foundation, but it is incredible how skin-like this foundation is. The shade that I used is 200, and that's a beautiful match for my NC20 skin if you go by MAC terms. This is a spray foundation. I spray it on a brush and then I buff it into the skin, and it gives you beautiful medium natural coverage, but it's you can put your face up to a mirror and just look at it, and it is virtually impossible to tell where skin begins and where this foundation is. So fantastic product. I am totally into the hype for the Air Flash Foundation now. Another luxurious product from YSL that is impressive in quality is the All Hours Concealer. The shade that I use for my face is 3 Almond, which is this shade here, and I would go one lighter if I wanted to use it for the under eyes, but I use this for the face. I've had this huge pimple here. You can see it in the camera still underneath my eyes. It's weird, I've had a couple of them around my eyes and I usually don't get them there on the face, but for whatever reason, there was this really big one. It was really large and inflamed, and this has done a beautiful job of concealing that. It's a really liquidy, creamy concealer, but it's highly pigmented, so it has great coverage on there while being pretty easy to blend also. So I'm also very impressed by this All Hours Concealer by YSL. And then I have no other powder contour on my face, for my nose, my forehead, my cheeks, the chin. But I do have underneath the foundation, or no, I should say over foundation, but underneath powder, the cream contour kit from Sleek. Now I used the one in medium, which has a set of shades that looks like this. And I think I could very easily use the light kit, especially going into winter now, but I was able to very easily use the medium for now. So I used a bunch of these darker shades to contour in the cheekbones, around the nose, to bronze up the forehead. The pans look like they would be more of a thicker texture, but actually these are a very thin wax cream, and I don't mean the, usually when we say waxy, that's not a good thing, but these are very thin and very blendable. So actually the effect that I got was a lot more natural than I was expecting to. You can build up the color, but you can also buff this out to be really, really skin-like too. So I like this contour kit a lot. For the eyes, I used one of the Mothership eyeshadow palettes from Pat McGrath Labs. If you have not seen my video on this entire new collection that is out now, please go to the link that I will post up in the corner for you to see that. The particular palette that I used is, which number is this one? I don't think the names are on the actual palette, which is kind of disappointing. I'll put it in an annotation in the video for you. But this is what the shades look like. Now, without a doubt, these are some of the most expensive, probably the most expensive palettes that you can buy on the market through Sephora. But if you're gonna spend that amount of money, there is virtually nothing that I've seen in terms of the quality of the duo-toned type of metallic shades that you find in the Pat McGrath formula. So the shade that I have over the lids is this shade up here, which flashes pink and purple and a little bit of tan color. I'm using this shade here in the crease and a mixture of this shade, and this shade as the base lid before I tapped on this duochrome shade here. So I don't know that I could recommend spending so much for a single palette, but I do think that there is nothing quite like the duochrome metallic shades that you can find in these palettes yet on the market at a cheaper price. And equally luxurious and impressive in quality, even though I'm not wearing these for this video today, but the lipsticks from Pat McGrath Labs are phenomenal. They have two different formulas, Luxe Trance and Matte Trance. I think I actually prefer the Matte Trance formula. There's really nothing quite like the way that they feel. They're like almost whipped and creamy matte lipsticks. The Luxe Trance ones are beautiful too, and they're superb in terms of formulation and color and pigmentation. But again, it's gonna be really a personal thing whether it's really worth it, even at that high quality standard, to spend so much money on a single makeup product. All right, now going back to what I'm wearing on my face. On my cheeks, I am wearing one of the NARS Man Ray blushes. The Man Ray collection is for holiday 2017. This is what the Intensely blush looks like. There is also Fetishized in, that's the other blush color in the collection. If you want to see swatches of the whole collection, again, I will link that for you to see. The blushes are definitely the best part of that collection. These are fantastic in pigmentation and in formula. Look at this pan. It looks so unwearable for most people, but it is absolutely wearable. It's beautiful on the skin, blends like a dream. The other items I'm not as impressed by, for example, the eyeshadow duos. They're good, but not great in quality. You'll also see swatched in that video the blush or the cheek trio, the full-size eyeshadow quad, and everything else that's in that collection, so go check that out. To highlight my cheekbones, I am wearing one of the powder blushes, although really it's a highlighter, from MAC's Robert Lee Morris collection. It comes in very unique packaging like this, kind of like a sesame seed alien pod type of thing. This is the shade Peach, but there are 3 cheek products in the line. There's that one, there's Rhubarb, which is this stunning shade, metallic red shade there. And then there is also Linda, which is another supremely wearable peachy nude shade there. Every single one of these powder blushes is phenomenal. They're some of the best, if not the best, MAC blushes that I've come across in terms of formulation. They are pretty expensive though. I think these were $39 each, so it's hard to dish out that amount, but if you're really into this collection, you will not be disappointed when it comes to the quality. And on the same note, even though I'm not wearing it for this video, the lipsticks that come with this collection, these are Matine lipsticks. They are all beautiful colors, all great in formula. So again, if you want to see all of those colors swatched so that you can see what your choices are, please go check out that video. And the last thing that I will refer to in terms of what I'm wearing that's new in beauty are the MAC, I'm actually wearing 2 of these shades, but these are the Grand Illusion Liquid Lip Colors. There are a total of 14 shades. Once again, I will link for your convenience if you want to watch swatches of all 14 of those colors, including of how they look swatched and applied to the lips, which is in that video. Go check it out. It'll open up a new screen for you. But these were surprising to me. They are, you know, on the trend of the whole holographic or claim to be holographic, shimmering, metallic lip colors. But I was really surprised by how many of these shades are super pigmented. It's not just a bunch of glitter. They're definitely shades that you can wear alone. You can sheer them out to be more wearable. You can build them up to still be wearable, but really more intense. Depending on the color, there are some oddball colors that you could really not wear on an everyday basis. But for this video, I am wearing a mixture of Pearly Girl all over the base, and on top of it, just in the middle to do the same kind of blue to purple pink flash that I have on the lids, I put on Lunar Module. Now, my favorite shade out of this whole collection is Let's Rock. Ooh, that shade is a beautiful burnt orange color with a green flash. If you want to see how that looks applied to my lips, make sure you stay tuned for the next upcoming video, which is going to be a very different video, kind that I've never done before, and it's very exciting because in that video I tell you how you can get some high-end makeup at a huge discount without using any sort of coupon codes. So if you're curious, make sure you go check that video out. Oh, and in that video I am also wearing Rhubarb from the Robert Lee Morris MAC collection. So if you want to see how that looks applied to the skin, that will also be in that video. ColourPop came out with their My Little Pony collection. I did a video with a giveaway for the My Little Pony eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to pick a winner for that soon. If you haven't entered already, make sure you go over to that video and enter. But it had a lot of fun items, some of which were not as good quality, but overall it's a very, very nice collection. There are just one or two more duds in that collection, but again, you can go check that out if you're interested and enter the giveaway. Going back to some more sleek products that the company was kind enough to send. This I'm really excited about. This is one of their highlighting palettes, and this one is in the shade Solstice. And look at those drop dead gorgeous shades there. You have a beautiful cream color that you can use as a base or alone, and then you have a more standard highlighting shimmering powder, and then these two super metallic shades over here. I cannot wait to use this palette. Sleek is also probably best known for their eyeshadow palettes because they are superb quality but also very affordable. It's really nice to see them more available here in the States instead of just over in the UK. This is the When the Sun Goes Down shadow palette, a very useful mix of mattes and metallics in this palette too. And a lip product from YSL, again new to me, although it's been on the market for a little while. This is one of their Volupte tint in balm shades. This is number 10, Seduce Me Pink. Never disappoints, that YSL packaging. And this is a sort of duo colored balm, but with the strength of a lipstick type of formula. So you get this deeper red to contour the outside of the lips, and then that pop of pink in the middle to make the lips look fuller and, you know, more popped out because of that lighter shade in the center there. I'm gonna jump to finishing out all of the holiday collections since we're getting really down to the wire for seasons for holiday collections. Of course, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty limited edition collection, which the centerpiece of is this eyeshadow palette here with a bunch of shimmering shades. I think that the most high quality items are actually the lip glosses. They look stunning on the lips, very unique in terms of shades, even though there's so many metallic products out for the lips on the market right now. And probably the most innovative thing are these liquid eyeliners, which are very subtle and shimmering when you first apply them, but then when they dry down and you rub them, there's like a explosion of glitter that you see. So not as gimmicky as you would think just from hearing the description of these. And then the lipsticks are, you know, they're pretty, but not as exciting in my opinion. Again, if you want to see swatches of everything from the collection, make sure you go to the link. Of course, MAC's Holiday Snowball collection, which many of you have probably already purchased things from and already have in your collection. But if you haven't already, this is a surprisingly good holiday collection. And as with most things that I show you, there's also a dedicated swatch video for that if you want to check that out. All right, I think that covers it for the holiday makeup collections. Huda Beauty has brought out a set of 4 smaller eyeshadow palettes that each contain 9 shades. This is the Electric palette, which is beautiful when swatched. I will have dedicated swatch videos for all 4 of the palettes, all swatched in real time for you. I think that's the next video coming up after this mystery video where I talk about how to get high-end products at a discount. A collection from MAC that also kind of recently came out, but I think will be very overlooked, in addition to the Robert Lee Morris collection, which I talked about earlier, is this one. This is the Rossi de Palma collection. The blushes are the standout part of this collection, although the other items are pretty good quality too, and they all have this interesting packaging, or most of the stuff has this interesting packaging. The blushes, these are the most pigmented blushes that you will find from MAC, at least in my recent memory. You really have to be careful with these because they get out of control real quick, but if you use a fan brush and a light hand and build slowly, ooh, these are stunning, and these shades would look beautiful on deeper skin tones. If you want to see everything, including the lipsticks, which are also great from that collection, make sure you go to the link and go to that video. Another review that will be coming up for you to see in a few videos from now is the new ColourPop Golden State of Mind eyeshadow palette. It is full of metallic shimmering shades of pretty good quality, but there is one gripe that I have about the palette, which I will talk to you about in that dedicated video. A drugstore collection that was pretty disappointing is the Maybelline collaboration collection with Gigi Hadid. This item, which is the Jet Setter palette, is the sort of main centerpiece of that collection. Way expensive, not worth it when it comes to the quality, the layout, the design of this palette. That's my opinion. There are some really nice items in the collection. I think this is one of the best things, this eyeshadow palette. This is the warm version. There's also a cool version. And probably the best thing, even better than that eyeshadow palette, are the lipsticks. They are matte lipsticks. There are 3 sets of nudes and 3 sets of brighter shades in different kinds of undertoned red shades. These have a wonderful formula, so these are a great option, but the rest of the collection was kind of meh. And Mode Cosmetics sent along one of their new lip products. So these are lip glazes, and these probably look familiar. When we were really young, we used to have these kinds of like lip smacker type of roller ball lip glazes, but it says on the thing, on the insert, the PR insert, that's right, this isn't the lip gloss you knew, it's all grown up. Roll on a dose of smooth lusciousness and give your lips exactly what it needs, a super cushiony, outrageously wet shine finish bursting with flavor. So these are the sets of colors that were sent. Let's try this purpley pink shade here and see what it looks like. So like I said, it comes with a roller ball. This shade is Sheer Wild Berry. Doesn't seem to have much color on it though. It does smell very fruity, very candy fruity, very reminiscent of what we used to use when we were kids. It is very glossy and seems like it would keep your lips moisturized, but I thought there would be color there. I wish there were just a little hint or a flush of color on these. Mode has a whole line of cosmetics, not just these new roller ball type lip glazes. So I'm actually kind of interested in checking out their eyeshadows and their other makeup products. So if Mode Cosmetics does send me any of those in the future, I will definitely share those with you. I am really excited to show you this stunning Zoya collection for winter and holiday 2017. This came in not only a stunning PR package here, but the shades themselves are beautiful. This is the Party Girls collection. Like I said, for holiday winter 2017. Oh, look at these colors. Alright, so I'll pick out a couple of my favorite shades. This shade here is called Tawny, and it is a deep red with a gold flash. Fallon, which is this rich berry color. I love my purple toned pinks, not only for the lips but also the nails. You have another duo toned color. This is a really deep purple with a gold green flash. So you have a wonderful selection of cream shades, more subtly metallic shades, and then just outright glittery colors. For me, Zoya is always a company that has very high quality nail polishes, but I also think of them when I think of not only duochromed shades, but also really unique color combinations. They have some more what you would think as like oddball color combinations that work really well, that are, you know, like I said, super unique. So I really appreciate that about the brand. And actually here are macro shots of each of the shades up close. This gives you a really nice idea of what the colors look like, especially in terms of how to get those flash duochromed shades. A skincare item I am very excited to try. I've already researched it and really am impressed with the quality of the ingredients that are in this product. This is by Color Science, and they were very kind to send me over a mini version, which I will be taking with me on my travels because I am traveling abroad next week. This is the All Calm Clinical Redness Corrector. It has an SPF of 50, which is fantastic if you are in a high sun exposure area or staying out in the sun all day. It has opaque packaging, which is perfect for keeping the ingredients inside stable and for maintaining their integrity. So this is perfect packaging, and the ingredients in this product are great. There's nothing irritating or harmful like fragrances or a ton of alcohol. There are key ingredients. Not only do you get that full spectrum of sun protection, but you also get really great ingredients like niacinamide. You also get some jojoba to help hydrate and moisturize, and you get some glycolic acid in there too. So not just sun protection, but also a product that gives you good skincare ingredients, which is always a plus. I'm always looking for products like this. So go ahead and check out Color Science's All Calm Clinical Redness Corrector. Moving on to some clothing and fashion items, and remember, all the information you need to find out where to get these things will be in the description box below with links. This company or website is called Pop Fashion, and they have a few different things, not just clothing, but some jewelry, and in particular some scarves, which I'm excited to wear. Now we're getting into fall and the colder seasons. So here is a pair of earrings that I got, very work appropriate. And their scarves, which they have in a ton of different colors and several designs. This one is a black and white one that I received. Looks like this, very nice soft material. These are lighter weight scarves, so you can, put them in a whole different kind of designs. And then this one, which I received, which is purple and white, but again, they have like teal and white. Another one that caught my eye, a whole bunch of different shades and color combinations, and these are what we call infinity scarves. So it's a closed loop, so you can do a whole bunch of kinds of twists and turns and different things with these scarves. All right, I know this is gonna be a little strange. I'm gonna show you just 3 items that were intended for Halloween. Unfortunately, I got them after Halloween, so I wasn't able to use them, but I'm definitely going to have them in my stock for next year for Halloween. But first off, there's 2 wigs by Melody Susie. Now, I've featured Melody Susie on my channel before, and what I've known them best for are their great gel nail polishes and their UV systems for gel nails. But I didn't realize that they have a ton of other different kinds of products on their Amazon store. So this is something that is in that selection. So here is a pale blonde, or kind of like a dirty blonde wig, and another one is bright blue one that I'm very excited to get to use next Halloween. So you can get very affordable wigs at Melody Susie as opposed to going to some of your other retailers where these kinds of wigs are really expensive. Another Halloween item that I got was this multicolored or rainbow colored tutu skirt, which looks like this. Now this is actually really short, so you of course could wear it with a pair of tights for a Halloween costume. I was actually intending to use it around the neck if I could, fix it, get it affixed, and to use it as part of a clown costume, which I think is another great use for this. But again, this is from an Amazon store called Young Love, and they have a ton of other different kinds of items too that you can look to get items that are very affordable. As a perfect example, this beautiful scarf. They have a selection of different kinds of scarves. This one is more of a wool texture, so it's a thicker material, a little more hefty, will keep you a little more warm. So again, if you're looking for a nice Christmas gift that won't break the bank, go check out some Amazon sellers like Young Love. Speaking of holiday gifts, I was very happy that the company Anjou reached out to me because they sell a ton of wonderful bath products. They also have an Amazon store if you would like to purchase that way. It might be a little easier for you in terms of shipping, but they sent over a couple of items that are very easily giftable also, or you can just get them for yourself. One of those things is the bath bombs set. They have a couple different sets for these 2 items that I'm going to show you, but for this one you get 6 bath bombs. So these all have a very strong scent. You can pop them in your bath for nice softness, but also a nice aromatherapy type of session, and a scented candle set. Now, this set includes 4 candles in beautiful glass votives, and the scents here you get are pear and freesia, soft blanket, orange and peppermint, and blackberry. And you can already smell them right out of the box. Wonderful scents. They don't smell really artificial and fake like a lot of candles do. The scents are very genuine and beautiful smelling. Now, if I have any sort of discounts or promos for any of these items, I'm not getting paid for them or anything like that, but sometimes companies just provide them to me for my viewers if they're interested, and I will make sure to include all those in the description box below. So again, make sure you check that out if you're interested in any of these items. We've got a handful of items from the clothing company Cupshe, which I think on YouTube is more known for their bikinis, and I will show you one that I got from there. But they also have a ton of other very winter fall appropriate things like sweaters, so I got a few of those and we'll show you those. So starting with the bikini, this is the set I got. It's the light blue or powder blue and white stripes set with a triangle top. So it does seem very nice quality, something equivalent to what you would get at like a Target store, or better than probably Forever 21. So I'm excited to be able to use these once summer comes back around. And then for the sweaters, there's this stunning cream colored, super soft materialed sweater dress with this V-neck, full length sleeves, and goes down to the knees. I am so excited to wear this with some boots and some leggings, keeping warm but still fashionable. There's also this that I got, this gray sweater here, very simple in design, long sleeves, has more of like an off the shoulder neck. Now it's a rough cut, it's not finished on the edges. The material on this particular item is a little more rough, so especially compared to this really soft dress. I'm not sure about the material on that one. But the last item that I got is this Christmas sweater. I think this comes in red and green, so this is also very soft, very warm, and looking forward to wearing this to like an ugly Christmas sweaters party. Even though it's not ugly, it's very cute. And then two items that I got from Romwe, which is another very affordable clothing website. This is a full length coat, thin like sweater type of coat. It has slits on the ends. It has like a 3/4 sleeves with the sleeves turned up at the end. It is pretty lightweight, so I would say this is more for like warmer fall days, and the material isn't super soft, but it's also not as rough as that one gray sweater that I showed you. And then this sweater top, which I am very excited to try out. It has like this cushiony, almost pillowy material and design here, with the two color blocked shades, and then this zipper accent on the side. Feels very soft. And again, a 3/4 sleeve on that one. And to end this video, I'm going to share some of my recent used up products / favorites from more recent What's New in Beauty videos that I hauled previously. This foundation from Smashbox, this is the Liquid Halo HD foundation. I've completely used up. I am in the shade 3. This is one of the best foundations I've ever used. Has great coverage, looks beautiful on the skin. Speaking of foundations, this recent one from Revlon, this Insta Filter foundation, I picked up the shade 210 Sand Beige, which is a great match. I really wasn't looking forward to using this product because it has this ridiculous angled sponge, and you have to like shake it out of this form factor is just, I'm not a fan. But the product itself, the foundation itself, looks beautiful on the skin. I really wish that they would have packaged this differently, because if they did, I probably would have repurchased this or picked this up again. But just so you know, it's a very good foundation. And this, I knew I would probably like the product when I hauled it many months ago. This is from St. Moritz. They have a whole line of tanning products. They're very well known for their tanning products. But this is a gel formula. I've never had such an easy time applying a self-bronze, self-tanning product. It goes on so smoothly, no patchiness. That gel formula is the best kind of formula, I think, now that I've used this to use for self-tanning purposes. The smell is wonderful. You will always get just a hint, at least a hint of that self-tanner smell, but this was one of the least noticeable ones that I have come across, so really enjoyed using that too. All right, thank you so much for running this marathon with me for all the new products for this month. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in my next video upcoming. Make sure to check it out, and in the next video in December.